they already had an office here with a different name, and that company was functioning on a certain level and on trading business. And we wanted to get into the distribution business, so they were launching a new company. And typically, the organization works more on trust because it's a foreign organization. They're mostly Eastern European people in it, and keeping that aspect in mind, they wanted a fresh, young face to basically be shown, a more international face whom they can trust, and that's how I landed up in that whole equation. So it was easier because it made logical sense, for me to get to Dubai, to work with them, because this was the same team. The board of directors already knew me decently well. They knew my selling skills. They also knew that the region that we are going to be handling in terms of Southeast Asia had an Asian mindset. Eastern Europeans meeting Asian mindset without really having a courtship period. So they wanted someone who could understand and bridge this gap faster. And that's how I fit into this entire equation. And I'm glad I took this leap. I've been in this role now for a year and a half. We made some very good strides in the Southeast Asian region. And we're still growing, man. I mean, every day is a new day, and every day is a new step you take towards success.
Awesome. I think you might be the best person to ask this question. In US, everything that's organic is way more expensive. Organic means no fertilizer, no pesticides. So I really want to know, like, what's exactly organic farming means, and like what does so is every fertilizers or every like kind of pesticides that they use to grow, is it bad? Like, what is it?
So the thing is, when you talk about organic manure, for example, in India we call it as khat. So organic manure is something which comes organically, in the sense that it is not processed. So it could come from chicken feed, it could come from cow dung. Uh, the problem is that all of these things have got the necessary nutrients. It's just that they take a lot of time to be absorbed by the plants. Now, if we have to feed 8 billion people, it's extremely hard to use only organic farming to basically see if you can sustain and supply to the whole world the food, because food value chain is very critical. So Sri Lanka had tried this for a year, where they said they will stop importing chemical fertilizers, and they will only import or produce or use organic fertilizers. And what happened is, after a year, they really had to start importing crops because the crops didn't grow in time. They weren't given enough nutrition. The next year, they got back to importing chemical fertilizers. Now, um, these chemical fertilizers that we produce are basically coming from natural gas, produces ammonia, and then ammonia is like the base raw material for making urea also, and various other nitrogen fertilizers, nitrogen, phosphates, and potash. So potash is coming from, it's called potassium chloride, comes from mines. It's a mined product. Phosphates are also mined. They come from, phosphate rocks. And these mines are available in multiple countries in Africa and Vietnam. Um, and there is nitrogen, which basically comes from natural gas. So, these are quick fertilizers which kind of are quickly absorbed by the plant because they are produced in a way where they have NPK in one granule, and they're quickly absorbed by the plant. Now, there are studies, there are researches which justify it as positive. They justify, some of them say it's like unhealthy and stuff, but 8 billion people using organic fertilizers, it is extremely hard, to be honest.